Hey guys, and welcome to the Igloo. And today we're going to be pretty much talking about like my 3D prints that I've been working on in many different styles. And one of the biggest things that I've been really hard stressing on is that I'm having this, and it'll be on screen now, the Corsair like XD5 RGB pump. Okay, and it has a little thing right here, and this is a injected like reservoir that has been in the works for a while. And what I've been literally having issues with is beforehand I'd be using like another cylindrical design where it has threads and you put it in, and I was having a lot of problems with 3D printing a reservoir. Now to everybody that is understanding, PLA is biodegradable. All right, I'm going to get that out of the way before anybody starts going completely nuts with like different like things that are coming on out there. Now, what I use Volcano PLA. All right, but what I do for the reservoir inside is that I have a silicone layer that I put in, or I put an epoxy layer. I haven't decided which one just yet. And because I haven't decided yet, I'm just using draft designs. Now, my first like drafts that I had on over here, which I'll show you right now. I'm currently selling that PC on Offer Me. So if you want like a 9900K 5.2 gigahertz, a 2080 Ti, like with all the works and the bells, let me know. But I just have this as a stand as of right now. This was going through my design phase. So over here was pretty much my form finish that I had for Volcano PLA, which is on over here. These two middle ones I had from another printer, which I will never use again, because it just could not extrude at all, and I had severe under extrusion for not only like PETG but also PLA. And then I finally decided on a finer material. Now, this was one of my designs that I had with my current printer, but it was not extruding properly because it was not catching at all. So it had a lot of layer exposure before anything else. And then I finally got down to it, and I made sure that this was as pristine as possible. So this is as close of a working model that I could put on that pump. And the tubes were designed so that this could plop down. I would probably show like photos of this in a design format. Don't mind the color changing. So it then worked on to my favor to have this design, which is the Corsair version. And why? It's because right here, you see this right here. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in focus. This is a square or a hexagonal. I don't know. It has a base that is press fit with a gasket that is lined around, which you then have to screw down. So then, what I did was that I had a few different test prints. Now, what I did was that I took a photo of like a drawing template of it, and then I uploaded it, and then I uncombined layers. I'll have a video of this process linked down below. So if you want to do something like this yourself, you can by taking a drawing and then extrapolating the drawing as long as it's as clean as possible. I recommend it, and I would recommend redrawing it before you put it on the computer because it will pick up everything, especially if you put measurements down. Whoo, it'll pick that up. So this was my first one. I had to move all the holes by like a few millimeters and get everything else done. Now, I had a lot of problems with this, and I was like, I had to do a lot of cleanup work. Now, this is just a template to save on like the clear PLA that I have. So then I was just like, oh, okay, so this would work in the design process of this setup. So then I finally got to it, and I got all the holes to be proper with this, with my next one. So as soon as I put it on, as you can see right here, it fits exactly on how it was specified before. And it would be the same way as if you just put this on right there. and then you screw it on yourself. It's a little hard with one hand, and then you would be okay with it. So again, with the process that I've been working with this is that I want to have a custom reservoir for myself. And again, another thing for what people don't understand is the reason why I use Volcano PLA is that it has the least amount of shrinkage. And that's the most important thing, because whenever you anneal any type of plastic, most of the time it's going to have extreme shrinkage. And you don't want that once you have the crystalline structure set up with the plastic. So, once it comes down to it, you want to have something that's going to be more reliable. So again, going back to seeing those four, the one all the way to the right was the one that I had as Volcano PLA, and then I double annealed it in the oven so that it could be as smooth as well as efficient for thermals as possible. Sorry, I forgot the word for it. So then I am thinking of different ways and designs to do it. I've been learning something called Blender, getting as much done for Blender as possible and designing as possible. What I want to do is I want to have this, and I want a dragon. I want a dragon to go around like a pillar, like a Japanese style dragon. And then on top, I don't know on how I would design that specifically, but I know that I would need to do that. Now, again, thickness is important for this. So this is about 1/8 of an inch thick, especially for the design. But again, if you're going to be getting something in this design process to be like that, again, I would highly recommend to put the design as much as possible into your creation of what you have. That's why, again, I'm not the best with it, but I've only been doing like Tinkercad, but I've been pretty much been teaching myself Blender and different styles of sculpting to make this work, because I want to get the pillar done first. And as soon as the pillar's done first and the whole functional design of it's done, then I can work on the dragon. Because then it'll be like, yeah, that'll be really cool. As soon as I get that done, put it up there, it should be really great. I had a draft of it like in my head, but pretty much that's what I've been working on. If you guys are interested on the computer, the offer up should be down below. If you guys are interested in like different things, like I'm doing like a Star Citizen spaceship. This one's pretty crappy because I have to cut it in half so that it can have better print quality, because there was just too much like support material for this kind of design. I mean, and then like he wanted to have a plaque, my customer. So I mean, he has the, I don't know if you can see it on this angle. It's the USS Mjolnir. I'll probably color it in later and put a photo up maybe. But it's pretty much there. If you guys like this kind of content, please leave a like, leave a comment down below, and share this as much as you want, because this is going to be a very unique experience with me trying to do more and more PC builds. Have a good one.